Greetings everyone and welcome back to another video. We're here to take a first look at the 12th anniversary Terran bundle. First I have to buy it though, so let's open up the C-store so my wallet can cry a little bit more. And we see it right here, 12th anniversary Terran bundle, 13,125 Zen. Initially 25% off. Sale ends in 13 days, 23 hours, blah 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 blah. What do we get? Well, we're going to get the Trailblazer Science Warship, the Lexington Dreadnought Cruiser, the Cygnus Battle Cruiser, the Adamant Heavy Raider. Those are the 4 new ships that are also available independently in the C-store. You can just get them from the C-store without having to buy the bundle if you want. Then it also unlocks the Inglemere Strike Wing Escort as an account unlock. That is not available separately in the C-store. It is a lockbox ship. It will still be a lockbox ship after this, but this bundle, much like Mud's bundles, will unlock it as an account unlock. We also get 100% off Tier 6 coupon, 6 ship slots, 6 experimental upgrade tokens, 12 ultimate tech upgrades, 12 master keys, which we are going to use in this video. I have some Borg boxes I'm going to use them on. I think the 12 boxes isn't really enough to go for the ship, so I'm just hoping to get some high-value duty officers, or maybe one high-value duty officer, and then a bunch of uniforms that we're not really going to talk about, but just to show that you can get the ships, we're going to go ahead and come over here and type in Terran. Much like if you type in Legendary, you'll get all the Legendary ships. You type in Terran, we're going to get these Terran ships, so you can see they're right here. If you just wanted to get all 4 ships without the bundle, what would that be? 2, 4, 6, 8, plus another 16. So yeah, that'd be 9,600 Zen. So that would be cheaper than doing the 13,000. So if you just wanted to get all 4, if you still wanted all 4 ships, but you didn't want to buy the full bundle, it would still be cheaper to buy them individually, or you could buy them piecemeal, get one now, get some more in the future. I don't think they're ever going to remove these. I think the 10th anniversary is the only one they're going to do that with. Even the 11th anniversary never really left the store, so basically these are just ships that are added to the game now. And what's really nice about this, and I think one of the real big deals about this bundle, yes, it's a high value bundle, it's a good bundle and all that stuff, but just the fact that we're getting 4 premium ships added to the regular C-store, I think is a pretty big deal, because these are all premium statted ships. People have already talked about how they are basically nearly identical or very similar to promo and lockbox ships that already exist, which have proven themselves to be very good. The Terran Trailblazer Science Warship is very similar to the Janeway. The Lexington is very similar to the Inquiry, for example. So these ships are quite good, and you can just get them at regular C-store prices. And I think that's a pretty big deal, and pretty happy about that. So let's go ahead and buy this thing. Goodbye Zen, hello Terran bundle. And we get all the stuff here is going to go into my inventory. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Okay, here's the ship upgrades. Here's the coupon pack. Here's the Terran Bundle 12 key pack. It's interesting that it's bound to character, but it's in a prize box. It didn't just give me the keys. I already took the other keys I have out of my inventory and put them into my bank, because in the past, you got to be careful with this. I've gotten bound to character or bound to account keys from like Mud Bundle type stuff. I don't remember where I got them. And I also had some regular keys in my inventory that are unbound I could sell on the exchange, and I went to open some boxes and it started using the unbound ones first, and it wasn't defaulting to the bound ones. So be careful with that. I don't know if it will happen with these, but why take the chance, right? You don't want to accidentally use your keys that you could sell. You want to make sure you're using these that you can only use to open boxes. So just be careful with that. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. We're going to open that up. We got these 12 keys. Let's check. The keys should be bound. They're bound to account. Okay, so I don't have any other keys in my inventory. It should only use these. Let's go ahead and open up these Borg boxes and see if we can get some duty officers. We've got combat structure kit. Ooh, 2 kits. dilithium vouchers, fleet credit bonus, CXP pool, fleet mark bonus. This is so complete trash so far. R&D research bonus. We got Borg modules. We got R&D pack, cutting tractor beam. Pretty good console, but not worth too much at this point. More modules, more modules. We got the ship! We got the ship! Oh my god, we got the ship! We got the ship! We got the liberated Borg Juggernaut. And you know what else? It's still using the keys that are in the bank. Look, you can see right here. These are the 12 bound to account keys. It hasn't been using them. Even though they're not in my inventory, it's still using the keys from my bank. I'm a little bit mad about that. That pisses me off. Are you telling me I have to use all of my other keys before I'm allowed to use the bound to account ones? That's bullshit. Pardon my language. I'm happy that we got the ship. That's really cool. How many did I open? I opened what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I opened 13. So I opened about the right amount. So I guess I'm not out anything. But that's really annoying. So I wonder, let's go test this. We're going to test this right now, so stick with me. I'm going to move them out of my bank, my personal bank, and I'm going to move them to my account bank. Do I have to get them off my character completely? This is crazy. Let's do a little test. Okay, let's do a little test. See, look, my key count went down. That is so frustrating. I can't believe it's doing that. Okay, let's take these. These are the regular keys that you can sell on the exchange. Let's put them in the account bank. Now let's see if I open a Borg box, whether it will actually use one of these instead. Where's the Borg box at? Am I doing this wrong? Is there some way to say which one to use? Okay, now it's using one of these. So if you have regular keys, it's not good enough to put them in your personal bank. They have to go in the account bank. You have to get them away from any of your character's inventory, regular or bank inventory, or it's going to use your regular keys. And now we may as well open them. I can't do anything else with them. They're bound to account. So we may as well open the rest of these. All right, we got console retrofitted assimilator. Let's keep going here. We got ground trade adapted offense. That's not bad. I mean, it's the ground version, but it's pretty good. Another combat structure kits, some more R&D stuff, assimilated plasma weapons. What we got here? More R&D packs, more modules. That'd be hilarious if we got another ship. But we used up all the keys. So now we've used up all of the keys. And yeah, I almost forgot about this one. The cutting tractor beam is the one that gets all the attention because it has that bonus damage to other consoles. I almost forgot that this one even existed. So we got both of the consoles. I think that's the only ones that are in there. Anyway, what a roller coaster that was. So big tip there. Definitely make sure your regular keys are in your account bank or transferred to another character, or just claim these keys on a character that doesn't have your keys normally. Do it something like that. Okay, now let's go back after all that chaos and figure out what's going on here. Wow. Okay, the other big thing I wanted to see was the ship slots, and I was wondering if the ship slots were going to show up as an item, but I guess not. I guess they just went straight. So if you were hoping that you could get the ship slots as an inventory item so you could give it to a different character, it looks like it's not going to work that way unless your ship slots are already full. So if you make sure if you're going to buy the bundle, buy it on a character who you want to get the ship slots, and also be sure to get the keys to a person who doesn't have regular keys that you need to use. All right, so just want to make all of that perfectly clear so that we've learned some important lessons here about the bundle. I'm making the mistakes. I'm taking the heat, so you guys don't have to. We're going to get it figured out. Let's see. I have 17 active slots now, so it just straight away went ahead and gave them to me. So let's go ahead and claim some ships, right? Let's come into the ships. They're all available now, so let's go ahead and claim these. All right, claimed that one. I usually don't bother renaming them, so let's just go ahead and claim them here. And the stats are already out there, so when I did the 10th anniversary version of this, I didn't worry too much. You know, we went into a lot of detail over all the stats and everything. We're not going to have to do that this time because it's kind of already known. It was more of a surprise back then. Let's see if we can actually find them now. I have too many. I have too many ships. I have too many ships. Okay, here's the Dresden, or the Adamant, and I already know because Spencer is live streaming right now while I'm recording this. One of the big questions I had was, can you have the Agony quad cannons equipped and the regular quad cannons off the normal Defiant at the same time? And it looks like the answer is no. So you're going to have to choose between the Agony quad cannons and the regular quad cannons. I think, given the choice, I'd rather have the Agony ones. The regular ones have the normal phaser proc, which is to take subsystems offline. That's super unreliable, and then you're gambling on which subsystem it is. Whereas this just gives you guaranteed damage when it procs. It's not a lot because it's a dot, so maybe the target dies right away, but at least it's extra damage, so I prefer this one over the regular one, I think. Unless, you know, some people have Space Barbie. Maybe the colors won't match up or something, but here's the experimental weapon, the Terran repeating warhead launcher. And yeah, we'll have to try it out. Hopefully it looks pretty cool, but that's in there. And then here's the console, the Agony redistributor, 10 to inertia, very unique. Flight speed, always useful. And then it's been pointed out by me and others, this is a recursive shearing type effect, and it's actually an AoE one. So it's going to go up to 20 foes within 5 kilometers of the target. So it's like recursive shearing on steroids. It is only once every 2 minutes, unlike actual recursive shearing that you can use more often. But still, if you time it properly, if you do it with a grav well so the targets are grouped up, if you're doing it with teammates, it's going to be a very, very powerful console. Spencer's already been testing it, and he's already seen that it's quite powerful. Here's the Cygnus battle cruiser, the good old Galaxy D. And let's go ahead and take a look at the console on that. Destabilized Dimensional Rift. And this is the one I'm most looking forward to trying out because I just think it's going to be fun. So it's the one that creates the rift that temporarily banishes people to the mirror universe. So that looks pretty cool. We've got phaser damage, radiation damage, EPG. Sometimes they change these things day of, so even though we knew ahead of time what the stats are going to be, they do sometimes adjust it when it goes live. So it's good just to double check and make sure everything is what it's supposed to be. So that's going to be a fun one to use. It's still so weird to me to see a 5-3 Galaxy class, but you know, hey, that's just the way it is. And I know that's something people have wanted, and it's going to be pretty cool to play with. Controlled aggression using a temporal operative ability or universal console applies some control expertise. Absolutely just terrible. Improves control effects. I mean, control expertise is just not good, guys. It's not that control expertise isn't a good stat. It's just that you really don't need to use a starship trait slot in order to get it. There's so many better ways to get control expertise. Actually, on the Dresden here, we forgot to double check the trait. Wild Weasel. Here's the other one I was looking forward to trying out just for the fun of it. I want to see what this thing looks like. And I wonder, maybe we can go out and try it right now. Let's go ahead and ready the ship. And it says you just have to use, oh no, I would have to go unlock it first, so we're not going to have time for that. But definitely when the review videos come out, and they're going to start coming out as soon as I can get them out, I'm definitely going to get demo record going, and we're going to be able to take a close look and see what that vessel looks like. Hopefully it's something fun looking here. Here we got the Terran Lexington Dreadnought. This is, I think, the one that most people are the most excited for. Of course, it unlocks these Mirror Universe shuttlecraft, which are still some of the best pets in the game. I personally think the Alliance fighters are better now, but these are still really good. I think people are still going to use them. If you're somehow missing the anniversary event, then definitely these are still going to be the best. So getting these unlocked is a high value inclusion here. Plus, it just has a hangar bay, which is nice. This means I now have 2 Odysseys that have a hangar bay, so I'm pretty happy about that. We got the console here, multi-directional artillery barrage, 2.6% all damage of projectile weapons, and hull capacity, both really good passives. Launches warheads. The base it's showing us here is 1758. That seems pretty good for an AoE attack. 25% bonus damage per arc with foes, and even more bonus damage per affected foe. So depending on the circumstances, this might put out a pretty good amount of damage, honestly. Okay, let's go. Did we look at the trait already? Yeah, dimensional modulation, 2 self, max once per 10 seconds. You get bonus all damage based on the number of targets, but it's just, I don't think it's strong enough. Even other C-store traits are just going to be better than this, I think. So it's not a bad trait, but I don't think it's really going to be all that impactful, unfortunately. The Terran Trailblazer Science Warship. This is basically a C-store version of the promo Janeway. And so if you weren't able to get the Janeway last year from the event campaign, because I know, especially in my comments section, that was a big one people were asking about, because you couldn't get ships from 2021 with the event campaign reward last year. A lot of people were upset they couldn't use it on the Janeway, but it's not the Janeway, right? If you care about that kind of stuff, it's technically not the Janeway. It doesn't have that pedigree. It doesn't have that title, or maybe even that look. I'm sure you can change the skin to make it look like the Intrepid, but if you're were wanting the ship for the stats, this is going to be a much better deal. 2,400 from the C-store, or get it as part of the bundle, or use a ship coupon. Apparently the ones that we got from the giveaway from Shadows Advance, the one that I highlighted in my free-to-play episode 2 a couple days ago, those can be used on these new ships. That may be an oversight, but it looks like they are usable on these ships, so this is definitely a way to save some money while still getting a ship that's basically the same as the promo Janeway. And having it be a 4-3 and being a science vessel so that it also has a secondary deflector plus the commander command, it's just a really, really good ship here. Very solid ship. Decentralized immunity. We got crit severity, and it tells us here it's between 0 and 25%. That's the kind of small details that weren't in the blogs here. So it goes up to 25%, scales with EPG, so you're probably going to want to get that maxed out. But 25% crit severity on a universal console is really good. I mean, that's crazy good, guys. I don't really know how, you take a look at some of the other big hitters, okay? Like bioneural infusion circuits, okay? Let's look at bioneural infusion circuits. Here's one of the big ones. All right, what do you get there? 26.2. This is basically the same amount of crit severity as a bioneural infusion circuits, and it's account unlocked. Now, yes, you have to get your EPG up to use it, so not every build is going to be able to take advantage of it. That is a very, very good passive. So, like I said in the blog video that I did for this, I think this is going to see use even if the console clicky isn't that good, which I don't think it is. I do think people are going to use this just for the crit severity. Okay, so that's a quick look at all 4 ships, and I don't think there's really much else to say other than, wow, we won the Borg Juggernaut. Didn't get any duty officers, but we did win the Borg Juggernaut. So, yeah, maybe I'll do a review of that as well. We'll see. This guy's blocking my shot. Hey, buddy. Hey, look, you got this Rambo-looking guy here. I need to get out of the way. Okay, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves as always. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.